Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new Halacha for you, and it's for Friday, 8th day of June. Here we go. We told you just yesterday that Band-Aids, if you have a Band-Aid on your hand, that it should be removed before washing your hands for Netilas Yadayim. I want to add to that, though, because it does depend on the status of the Band-Aid. Let me explain. I was referring to the kind of Band-Aid where the cut is pretty much healed and you're just continuing to have the Band-Aid there just for finishing up protection. In such cases where it's not so critically necessary, then the Band-Aid perhaps should be removed before washing your hands. However, if it's there because there's an open wound and you're worried about infection and it needs the protection of the Band-Aid absolutely to prevent from infection, then the halacha is that you're actually allowed to leave that Band-Aid on. You don't have to pour water on it, you just have to make sure that a good amount of water hits the rest of your hand, and that would be fine again if that Band-Aid is needed for the protection of infection on your finger. I guess it's up to you to decide whether that Band-Aid is really there for that or just because the cut's there and you don't want it to get bumped or something. Anyway, if you have those kind of specific questions, now you know that there is a distinction, you're more educated on it, and you can show your specific situation to your rabbi to know how it works exactly for you, because it will depend on whether the Band-Aid there is really necessary or not. Now, in other things about Netilas Yadayim, just wanted to tell you also that there's the big question that everyone always wrangles with, and that is, can you wash Netilas Yadayim in the bathroom? Okay, so I have a few things to tell you about that. For sure, although there may be some leniency for it, which we'll get to in a second, but the drying of your hands and the bracha, of course, the bracha which precedes and the drying which follow must take place outside of the bathroom, that's for sure. Now, traditionally, the Shulchan Aruch does say that you're not supposed to wash your hands in a bathroom. However, the bathrooms, quote-unquote, that we use today are halachically quite different from the ones that were used in the Gemara's time, because now we have sink stations there and grooming and mirrors and things of the sort, and often where you wash your hands is not quite the toilet part of the bathroom. So bottom line is that there are leniencies. There are a fair number of poskim who say that the washing sink area of the bathroom is different enough so that lechatchila is still not in other words, in the first choice it's not your best idea, but if you're kind of desperate, then there probably is leniency, because some say that our bathrooms are not quite the bathrooms that our rabbis refer to in the Shulchan Aruch, that they're more grooming rooms, a little bit separate from the toilet area, and therefore there is leniency. I guess the best thing to always say is to try not to use the bathroom, but if necessary, there certainly is room to be makel, which means room to say that it's lenient. So try not to use the bathroom to wash your hands, but if you have to, sometimes you have leniency there to do that. Thanks for logging on. Log on again after Shabbos for more. Bye-bye.